decisions. Why should I have 4 cars and be paying subsidized petrol? No matter how long you protest, we are going to remove subsidy.
Two world leaders just made moves that could reshape global economics forever, and the consequences are already eating Nigerian families where it hurts most. What Trump did to skilled workers and what Tinubu did to fuel prices reveals a stunning pattern that nobody saw coming. But the result will affect millions of lives across 2 continents. President Donald Trump and President Bola Tinubu have both implemented major economic policies that are steering opinions from their respective countries and beyond. These decisions made thousands of miles apart, share striking similarities in their approach and impact. Trump's administration introduced a massive $100,000 annual fee on H-1B visas in September 2025, dramatically changing America's immigration landscape. The H-1B visa program, which allows U.S. companies to hire foreign skilled workers, previously cost around $1,000 per application. Now it costs 100 times more, making it nearly impossible for average professionals to afford. At the same time, Trump created the Gold Card program, offering fast-track green cards to anyone who can invest $1 million in the United States. This creates a 2-tier system where wealthy individuals can buy their way into America, while skilled professionals are priced out. The immediate impact on Nigerian professionals has been severe. Thousands of Nigerian tech workers, engineers, and healthcare professionals who plan to work in America now face insurmountable barriers.
Let's go.
Thank you, Mr. President. One of the most abused visa systems in our current immigration system has been the H-1B non-immigrant visa program. This is supposed to allow highly skilled laborers who work in fields that Americans don't work in to come into the United States of America. What this proclamation will do is raise the fee that companies pay to sponsor H-1B applicants to $100,000. This will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect American workers, but ensure that companies have a pathway to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States to work.
We need workers. We need workers. We need great workers. And this pretty much ensures that that's what's going to happen. I think, Sean, you agree with that?
Well, they're $100,000 per year. So the whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers. They have to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just not economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land. Train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here, $100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They love it. They love it. They really love it. They need it. Go ahead, Sean.
Mr. President, it seems like
The visa fees are 45 times higher than the average Nigerian household annual income, making the American dream virtually impossible for most skilled workers. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, President Tinubu's removal of fuel subsidies in May 2023 continues to affect the economy in 2025. Fuel prices jumped from 185 naira per litre to over 650 naira per litre, causing transportation costs to double and food prices to rise by 50%. The government previously spent $10 billion yearly on fuel subsidies, money that Tinubu argues is now being redirected to infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Both policies represent what their supporters call tough love economics, painful short-term measures designed to produce long-term benefits. Trump claims his visa fees will protect American jobs and generate billions in revenues while attracting only the most committed immigrants. Tinubu argued that ending fuel subsidies will eliminate corruption and free up money for development projects. The UN cost of both policies is significant. In America, tech companies face paying $8.5 billion annually in visa fee, costs that will likely be passed on to consumers. Indian IT companies like Infosys and TCS, which filed 45% of H-1B applications in 2024, are restructuring their entire business models. In Nigeria, poverty rates have increased from 40% to 46% of the population since the subsidy removal, forcing many Nigerian families to make difficult choices between essential needs. Small businesses dependent on fuel for generators have either closed or relocated, with the textile industry in Kano losing 180,000 jobs. However, both government points to early positive results. Trump's administration expects to collect $10 to $15 billion annually from the new visa fees. In Nigeria, the government claims to have met its revenue target and funded 40 new road projects, expanded school feeding programs, and increased social welfare payments.
The economy is stabilized. Nobody is trading piece of paper for exchange rate anymore. When I took over, 1.9 is 1.35, 1.45 now. It's been stabilizing there. People can predict. You don't have to know a Cardozo before you get your foreign exchange, you get your imports. What we need now is building the ship, the vessels, for export and import of our goods and create jobs for the people. Today I'm standing before you, I can brag that Nigeria is not borrowing a dime from local bank. The revenue, we have met our target of revenue for the whole year. We met it in August. I've reviewed this morning.
The policies also share a populist framing. Both leaders present themselves as fighting against corruption elites. Trump targets what he calls abuse by outsourcing companies, while Tinubu positions subsidy removal as an attack on corrupt fuel importers who are allegedly enriching themselves at public expense. For Nigerian families, these policies create a double burden. The visa fees block the traditional path of skilled immigration that provided remittance supporting millions of households. At the same time, rising fuel costs at home make daily life more expensive, while economic opportunities abroad become less accessible. Both leaders implemented these policies through executive action with minimal consultation, preferring decisive leadership over consensus building. This approach has generated significant opposition, but also demonstrates their commitments to their economic visions. The global implications extend beyond both countries. Trump's restriction could reduce remittance to developing nations by $12 billion annually. Tinubu fuel price increases affect neighboring countries that previously benefited from smuggled subsidized Nigerian fuel. These two economic decisions will shape the future for millions of people across Nigeria, America, and beyond. Do you think these tough economic measures will pay off in the long run, or are they causing harm than good? How have Trump visas changes or Tinubu fuel policies affected you or your family? Share your experience and thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if it helped you understand these complex policies, and subscribe to NaijaNews TV for more analysis on how global economic decisions impact everyday Nigerians. We'll continue following both stories as their long-term effect unfolds.